NBA sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Saints.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
To throw here on 1st down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And the Saints first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Hill going to try and run with it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Derek Brown. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints 3, Panthers nothing.
Here we go. 180. Watch the curl. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
That's good.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
22-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn. Can't relate.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
For the running back.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Anderson. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Right there. 54, right there. 21. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
To number 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Here we go. Get in the right room. Let's 57's run. Watch the out.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off. And his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play. And guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, New Orleans.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins.
Caught by
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
To the ground and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
The Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Saints 6.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2.
And they'll turn to Kamara.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo is going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Garoppolo.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Running with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Let's go, defense. Let's go. Hey, come on.
Now they try the right side here. And a solid run down inside the 30.
7 on the carry.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys gives them a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 19-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a big 6 for a Panther touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And that is going to seal this victory